Hi there. Today I have a little video to share my craft space with you. I've shared it on my blog before, just a little bit, but that was probably over a year ago. I did a little bit more organizing and rearranging this week, so I thought I'd share an updated version of it. The main thing I did was to the left here, I put that dresser in, and that's right. To the left, I got a freezer that was sitting there in my way, out of there. I'll show a picture, if I can, on my phone that I took of what it used to look like in here. There was a folding table that was right there where that dresser was at. Here's a picture of what it looked like. A mess. The folding table served absolutely no purpose but just to pile everything on top of. I didn't have storage to put anything in, so I decided to bring my old dresser down here, give it a paint job, and move that folding table out of the way and store all my stuff in there. And it works great. Love it. The side over there, like I said, there was a freezer there that I moved, and all the other little tables and stuff are still there. I just spread it out a little bit more. It opens this wall up for me. But I have this little cabinet's just got like magazines and stuff in it. I kept that there. And my sewing machine I kept there because there's only like one outlet against the wall, so I have to keep that sewing machine here because there's nowhere else to plug it in at. I do use it for sewing fabric, and I also use it for sewing on my paper, so it's a dual function. I love that it's there. There's just some odds and ends things down under it. I did put this little shelf there up sometime last year. It was in our kitchen a long time ago, and it fits perfectly in there, and it does have stamps in there. It holds them pretty good. And the major thing that I did was on this side of the room, this little nook in the back, it used to be a closet. I ripped out that closet when I moved into this space a couple years ago, so it really didn't change at all. Everything's pretty much the same back there, but the dresser is great. It holds all my stuff now, hidden away, not piled on top of each other, and I put a few things on the table. One thing I do like is my dies, my die cut machine there. I don't have an electronic cutter anymore. I gave that away, so all I have is that. But all my dies are in these 3 drawers, well, my steel roll dies, so they all fit in there, and like I said, 3 drawers of those. And I did move my little alphabet sets up here because they never ever get used anymore, so I thought if they were in my site, I will use them. We'll see. But I've got the Thinlit dies, they're all in these 2 little bins here. My embossing folders, I like it that it's all right here now. That's great. This table is a lot narrower than my other one. The other folding table stuck out real far, which wasn't too bad, but it just served no purpose. But my dies used to be over here and used to be over there. So over here I put my 12 by 12 papers and my cutting paper trimmer. The scoreboard I use all the time, sits right there, so I can easily just reach over and grab that. The shelvings at the top, those are just laminate flooring pieces that I use some shelf brackets on. When I first moved in here, those have been up there for, a long time. My punches I have went back and forth with, because as you can see I have a lot. A lot of them fit on these metal steel rods that I got at the hardware store, but some of them don't fit. I'm not sure why, so that's why there's some on that shelf. But it doesn't bother me because I like it. Everything, when I sit down in my chair, everything is within my reach. If there's something on those top shelves, all I have to do is stand up. I like that. Most of the stamps that I use, and I said there's some behind me there on to the left on the wall, that I can still reach. I don't even have to get up. I love that. But they're in these little bins there. These are the clear stamps, clear stamp sets. This is a brand new company here, Joy Claire. They just released new images last year, so check them out. I love those new stamps. But the clear stamps are there. There's a few sets there. These are the Unity stamps in those little bags. But I like that everything is in my reach. That shelf up there has my inks in it. That's been there for a long time. My cardstock is right there, 8.5 by 11 cardstock for the card bases and whatnot. That's been there for a long time, but it's convenient. It's right here. I've had my craft space in like 4 other rooms in the house, and this has been by far my favorite because everything's right here. I don't have to walk across the room and get something and come back, and I don't like to stand and craft. Some people do. I want to sit down and relax and listen to music. So this space for me is awesome. I love it. I love it even now that it's opened up and I have my dresser there. It serves an awesome purpose for storage, and it looks nice after I painted it. So this is on the main floor of the house, so I'm still, in a, I guess, main part, so I'm not missing out. My son hollers at me. He knows where to find me. I'm just right here. Because it is kind of an odd space. I'm not real sure what it originally was served for. Behind me is the breezeway, so I always just called this the little foyer room. When we first moved in here, it just sat empty because it's an odd space. It's not very wide, but all my craft stuff is in here now, so that's where it's going to stay. But I like it, and I love my dresser. It's fabulous. I love all my stuff is in there. I know I keep saying that, but I couldn't be happier with it. So that's my little tour of my craft room. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you around next time.